Morning everyone, how are you all doing this morning? Welcome along Kevin, Mystic and Brendan, hope we're all well. We are coming live from the MP server again this morning. I know Milton is on here at the moment with me. We've had a couple of deliveries overnight on here. This 8340 being one of them. Once everything catches up, there we go. So we've got a new 8340 on here. Milton's now going to take that C trailer up to field 29. We're drilling with 2 Fords this morning. That's good then, Brandon. We've also now got a 2-wheel drive 7840 on here. It's a bit of a yard and light work tractor. Unfortunately, you can't put loader brackets on them, which lets them down quite considerably in my mind. I have to have a little chat with Nathan about that one. That's, my original plan was to put loader brackets on that tractor, have it as he run around in the yard, but that's not going to work at the moment. The John Deeres have fixed themselves this morning, thankfully. The lift arms are in one piece. We had a little incident on here after the stream last night involving a drill which is now missing in action. It disappeared through the map collision and we can't retrieve it when we return on the headland. It's myself and Nathan were on here till nearly midnight. So we have this new 8340. Nathan's going to be joining us in a moment on here, so we'll get some sync fairly shortly, I think. Morning Stephen, how are we doing? So these are the ones which fell on Mod Hub yesterday. So this is a tuned one again, with a little bit of horsepower to it. This one in front is going to be one we drill when there's enough of us on here. It's going to be a 4 drill job, that field. We sort of happened to come across a little bit of something to be aware of with seasons on here last night with power harrow drill combinations. If you're going to use them, make sure you've got GPS. Morning Jeremy, how are we doing? So once I get up the field, I'll just show you what we've sort of found out from last night. Combinations. Mirror issues are often quite easy to fix. I think I better sign in as admin in a second on here. It's a Saturday morning and MP servers tend to misbehave. Oh, there's more issues than that on here, Jeremy, trust me. No one saw that, did they? Don't tell me this is stuck in a collision as well now. Yeah, about that. There we go. Good job, Terrier, ain't there? Oh, it's not what we've broken, Jeremy. Myself and Nathan had a good route round on here last night for an hour. Okay, let me just get somewhere sensible, Nathan, so I'm not going to catapult through a hedge when it sinks. More than 1174. I think it's only fair I show these guys one of the howlers we found on here last night, actually. Shall we go for the sawmill one, Nathan? So myself and Nathan just had a wander down the sawmill last night, and we found this delightful little helium-filled sign here, which seems to be held by some sort of Jedi force. Last I knew, they should be attached to a fence, not or a post, not floating in mid-air. Well, it's dry but windy here at the minute, 1174. Morning, Terry, how are we doing? Yeah, something like that. That matches the abundance of floating trees we found on Hair Mystic last night. The odd floating tree you can understand, they're easy to miss. But this sign is something else. Much like this yeah, we sort of had a good question of that one last night, didn't we, Nathan, about the testers on this occasion. You might be twigging as I'm walking up here, there's the odd bit of floating grass about as well. Yeah, if you want to grab one of the, obviously not the 8340 I was just driving, but one of the others, and take the power harrower off. 8340, 7840 in the yard if you want. Just use one of the older Fords. Last we knew there's water in this ditch up here, but that's now empty. Certainly is without. So we're currently putting canola on field 29 is the plan. The markers on the drill don't seem to be doing overly much up here. Yeah, quite possibly without. Morning Plug, how are we doing? Ooh, how I don't miss work on a Saturday. think I've actually done a Saturday yet this year. I'll catch you later, Mystic. Have a good day. Without too many horrors. I'm good, thanks. Thought you'd appreciate your new name in my Discord. Yeah, I don't know if you were around when the incident happened, Terrier. A couple of months back. Where SG was messaging me saying his G29 wouldn't work. He'd only forgot to plug the mains adapter in the wall. He's using it as a paperweight instead of an adapter. Bearing in mind he'd been messaging me for nearly an hour at this point saying it won't work, it won't recognise, it won't do this, won't do that. And finally sent me a message saying, oh, do I need to plug it into the wall? That's where the name in GDs comes from as well. It's all related to that incident. It's something he keeps hoping I'm going to forget and not bring up again. Ooh, so the 70 series didn't like the drill then. Let the power hammer on. By the looks of that. How come that drill is leaving a mark when there is no markers on it? Just wondering, like. Bit unusual to see drill marks appearing when there's no markers on the drill. Well, not visible to me anyway. You certainly are, Milton. This tractor seems very hard to control on this drill for some reason. Seem to be fighting the steering all the time with it. You got a storm, SG? You know how much you love storms. Ooh, hopefully we get one as well. Morning, Chris. All good here, thanks. How you doing? Yeah, is it a little bit windy out there? They got blown away at the burger van. These aren't bad little tractor, these ones. What came down on Mod Hub yesterday for PC. It's just a shame that the two-wheel drive haven't got loader brackets. And there's no dual wheel options for them. So I would have put them on duals for this job if there was. Thank you, Jeremy. I didn't think it would be, Nathan. I was going to have a word with you about them little bits and pieces. I didn't know you let someone on the server for one day and he's already being rude to me. Oh. Brace yourselves, Jeremy's coming in. Who's over at the seed trailer at the moment? We have a person walking at the front of the seed trailer. There's definitely someone walking there at the minute. That's what I thought. I've not been near that seed trailer over there this morning. That look like they could well be SG. Definitely see someone on stream there. It's got to be when you come out of that, when you guys come out of tractor over there. The server's just lagging a little bit. Which reminds me, I better just sign in. One too many issues on MP servers on Saturday mornings not to be signed in. There's absolutely no need for me to hide this because no one can see what I'm typing. And bang on cue, Nathan's internet has disappeared. With great difficulty normally, Chris. You line them up with the centre of the tractor. I know on a controller it's a bit more awkward at times to use them. That's why we've got these pulls on our front weights. So if we're in cab we can use them to line up with, or above. So I went in cab now, just line up straight down the mark there. So it's a known fact that Nathan suffers from SpudNet at times, not internet. Myself and Milton have been, and Dal for that matter, have all been witness to this before on MP. Yeah, that's why we're very careful over who we invite on here, Terrier. Yeah, I thought this is an idea I sort of cooked up earlier in the week and had a little discussion with Milton about as well. Something what no one else seems to be doing at the moment as a live stream. So I don't tend to do too much MP on other servers. The way some people behave on them annoys me too much. Oh yes, this is a big kit map for single player. Exactly, Chris. Even more so with a dedicated server like this one, because I pay for it. It's just an ordinary MP game, which is your host. That's slightly different again. Still annoying when someone does it. Oh, I've seen that done by some experts on MP servers as well. They've accidentally pressed the wrong button. This is where we look at the map and find out one of us has forgot to change it. Oh no, we're all doing canola, we're doing well this morning. Now what I was on about earlier with the powerhouse drills, where we were using them last night, where we've overlapped, it's cultivated out the first crop and over drilled it, so we've got double fertilisation. You see on here, well you could see, you see the bit on here we done with the powerhouse last night, then I realised what was happening. So we switched across to just the drills. So we've got to be a bit careful with them. Until we get to the age tractors that can have GPS on them. Morning Jeremy, as you know there's an 8340 up in this field what Nathan was driving, so I'm guessing his internet is wigged out on us. Well, either that or he's fell asleep at his computer because he didn't get to bed till God knows what time this morning. Looked at Discord. We've got 2 sprayers on here, but I've noticed we've got a few errors with them, unfortunately. Don't think there's anything too major though. Yeah, if we get the cultivations just right, I know that does happen. Morning, Pro Gamer, how are we doing? At one point I did have a button on the G29 for markers, but I can't remember which one it is. Morning GD, how are we doing? It's not that one. There's not that one. That's definitely not that one. So I must have took the button off. I'm good, thanks, GD. Yeah, well, it's not. There is a spare drill up here at the moment because Nathan has gone missing. But yeah, I think field 15 may have to be cultivated, or power harrowed, one or the other. Yeah, okay. Plan is to get everything drilled up this way before we go back down there. So probably need to buy some more seed for that field. What's happened to it, Milton? Is it stuck in a collision down there? Have you got the drill wedge through the fence down there by any chance? And can I get to it before you can so we can see it? I'll get that missed bit in a second. I think it's just important we go and see Milton's little mess up first. Oh, that looks familiar. Oh, good luck with this, Milton. That looks familiar to Nathan as well if he was on there. There's some weird collision issues on this map. What we found last night. We got it. We lost the drill off the edge of the map last night on here. We got stuck in a hedge collision and we couldn't get out again. You can't even see it on the reset points on here. It'd be nice if you get some older machinery on console. It's just Microsoft and Sony which seem to be the problem. Now if these tractors are badged New Holland, you could have them on console. It's literally because they've got the Ford badge on them, unfortunately. For those that haven't seen in my Discord this morning, I was doing my usual morning troll of Facebook and have found that Max Wild and Co have been updating Geiselsberg. Bug fixing, seasons preparation on it. So all being well, that should be out and updated with all the issues sorted. And they haven't mentioned if they're done doing it for console or not though. So let's hope they are. That's a really nice single player map. Yeah, that's a nice pack, that one, Chris. All these Ford tractors on there are actually out of a variation of what someone done. Someone got their hands on it and modded the mod pack. The only problem with that 40 series pack is the 7840 was missing. Yeah, let's hope it does, Terra. There's lots of nice little fields on there, what you can do by yourself, or you do MP on it, it's just set up. There's another map based on real world area. Yeah, that is a bit of a big map for single player. I used to use Courseplay a lot on here in 17. Or AI extension. Both of which could be troublesome at times. Depends which helpers had the brain cell that day. A bit like real life, really. Well, someone doesn't like Saturday morning 1990s tractor streams anyway. With your 2 accounts, so I know who you are. I do love it when the ground is so uneven like that, the drill doesn't work properly. It's a bit of a daunting field, isn't it, Jeremy? Would you like a slightly bigger cultivator for that field? There are a couple of seedbed cultivators in here. What are the right area? Exactly, Terrier. Still got to unban them. I think all my mods know who it is. Let's get Jeremy a bigger cultivator, shall we? So currently on 5.5 meters. Let's be nice and get him a 7.5 meter one, but that will need the 8970 on it. And even better, I'll get it delivered for him. $7.5 meter cultivator in the farmyard. Anything else any bigger in there wouldn't have been around in the 90s, so we've got a little bit of restriction on us there. Springtime cultivator definitely was around then. Funnily enough, so was I in the late 90s, using a Kongskilde Triple K Springtime. Got it that time. What are you on about, Milton? He's going all weird on us again. So that's 2 fields of canola almost drilled. Field 15 is canola, everything else is cereal crops now. Oakfield with a difference movie. Oakfield with old machinery. Everyone else is doing Oakfield with the biggest machinery they can lay their hands on. Okay, Nathan, your tractor is up the top end of this field still. Good map to pick, Chris. I'm sure Nathan would agree with that. Right, okay. I've not had any that time, Milton. We tend to watch out for the warning signs on a Saturday morning especially. One too many times on the Cornbrook server we've had a bit of lag, then we've lost everything. And connections disappeared. Oh, we wondered what had happened, Nathan. We thought that was your spud net again. Could well be, Jeremy. I mean, he's already embedded the drill through a fence this morning. This one was freeable, Nathan, unlike that drill last night. Now I'm going to park this one up, we're going to go and do a different job for a little while. I'll move this one out of the way. So these other two fields, near the seed here, could be wheat or barley, it doesn't matter what goes on them. I'm not going to use the 6810, I don't think. We're going to try our other new tractor out. The one I done last night was... if you mean the two you cultivated last night, they can be barley. Barley or wheat, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go put fertiliser on the other two that we drilled. We're gonna make use of our two-wheel drive one. Yeah, I seem to have a bit of a obsession with the Fords on here. Don't think we've got fertiliser points on here from memory. No. So we need to have a little trip up the shop with this one. Well, we could see how far we can get because I now have variable rate mod in. It says current spray rate 0. Interesting. So we'll see how far we get with that. $50 litres a hectare. That'll do. Don't know why that was on 0. Morning, Sam. How are you doing? I think Nathan needed tyres knee up. Just put a few cable ties around Nathan, or some rope, bungee cord, or put a puppy pen around your computer area so she can't get near it. Or just give it back to your sister. Nice manoeuvrable tractor here, hopefully. Seems like a good idea, Terrier. Oh, handy, Nathan. Are you doing Farm Sim at all today, GD, if you're still lurking? Have you not decided your plans yet? I mean, it's not quite a minute to yet. I know, I'm being very, what's the word? Optimistic, Jeremy. That's the one, optimistic. All we need is the smaller 40 series tractors in two-wheel drive now. I have 4. Still trawling mod sites for older mods as well. What we may find useful. Okay, formal. Okay, Nathan. Well, that's a remarkably quick sync for you. Get these two fields done down here, then we'll head up the shop, get some more fertiliser and head up to where the drills are. Now we've got the variable rate mod in, that's going to cost a bit less to do this sort of thing. Interesting. Can't be two of you, Formal. One of you's enough. Okay, Nathan. Won't be going too much longer anyway. It's Tom. We'll be back again later. On here. Saturday morning syndrome, Nathan, I should think. Incoming storm overhead this side of the country as well. I do sausages and pudding. Yes please Nathan, duals on both 2 and 4-wheel drive. If we can do it. And not just the stall loader console, obviously, that's the Allo one we're trying to use on them. Trimmer loaders seem to be quite a popular choice back when these were new. I think those loaders look quite good we've got on the other ones. And yep, that's about the size track that people normally use on here. Just trying to be different with our choice. Hence why we've got a fleet of things. Fleet of 40 series Fords, 4 drills, 4 cultivators, 3 combines, 2 sprayers, 2 mowers, which may increase in number. That's the one. The stuff I grew up around. All I will say, for anyone playing this map, just be a little bit careful with this hedge down on the right here. The collision sort of sticks out in the field a little bit and you might lose pieces of machinery. I always went for the biggest one, Nathan. You're not doing too badly for drives at the minute, 1174. Tucked up in this bottom corner of the field, hidden out of sight, is an Amazon drill. Behind there, you can't get it out. I had to push it there out of sight. It's stuck the other side of the map boundary. Don't ask what Nathan was doing to get it through the map boundary, but that's what he done. Yep, I think that turned into complete carnage whilst the two of us were trying to get that out of there, didn't it? Actually managed to ramp a tractor over top of the drill when we were trying to free it. Turn the tractor over, put it up on 2 wheels repeatedly. Wheelies, endos. Dynamite, Nathan? Restarting the server should have done it, really. It normally would. Yeah, that's way of it, unfortunately. In every manual labour industry, shall we say. Okay, no problem. Enjoy your fry up. Oh, I should have been recording our antics with that drill, Milton. I emptied the drill out and emptied it off the map. As I was thinking, if we emptied the drill, we'd be able to reset it without losing any seed. No, it reset the seed pot off the map. Oh, we got up to much worse last night and we were left alone on there. Can we see where the overlaps were in the drilling? That sounds about right, Terrier. Mind you, I think manual labour's not a thing that you'll be doing much of, unfortunately, foreseeably, is it? So someone else will have to do it. It is formal. They almost got it fixed. I'd imagine it's then going to be submitted to Giants. If anyone wants to keep an eye on the updates on Geiselberg, just find Max Wild's Facebook page. What on earth is that crow doing? It seems to be tunneling through the ground. Oh, I think these little 40 series will feature strongly somehow in movie. Yeah, wave you like, Milton. Don't mind up there. That must be it, Jeremy. It's a crow that identifies itself as a bunny, obviously. They certainly are formal. Go back further than the 70s as well. I suppose we might as well have species confused crows now. We've already got gender confused cows. That's interesting, Nathan. That didn't show up earlier on here. I was scrolling through them. Let's have another look. Earlier when I was trying to put loader on, it didn't show up. That told me the game was bugging slightly. That's weird. Earlier when I was on here and bought that, I couldn't scroll down to that line. None of that showed up. That is odd. A bit odd, but we'll put a loader on here. That's the case. Must have been a slight glitch in the MP system, shall we say again. Okay, we'll have a look at that one. Didn't actually try and put twins on the two-wheel drive one. I was trying to do it with Michelin tyres. I feel like it's almost as if they... Okay, that's just weird. That's when I done it, all I could find on there was narrow and wide, or standard and wide. It's almost as if the mod hadn't loaded in properly. The sounds of it. Ah, Trelleborgs. Okay, I'll have to change the wheel type then. I just like the look of the Michelin ones a bit better. Imagine if this thing had Terratars on, that'd be interesting. Be good if you could, Nathan. And what you do in your own time is up to you, Nathan. Morning, Lee. How are we doing? Or afternoon now, I should say. Look at the time. A lot better than the variable spray rate mod. We're not using nowhere near as much fertilizer on here. Okay, so we'll just get this done and head up to the shop. This little 40 says will run out. Yeah, I'm not quite sure the season knows what it's meant to be at the moment. Right, I'm actually going to finish there, I think, for now. I will be back on here a bit later. If you want to continue with your farm sim, Phil, head across to Twitch and go and see GD. There's bound to be some interesting crashes over there for everyone to have a look at. Don't forget to check out my video from today either. But for now, that's where I'm going to leave it. So I will say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.